Okay, we're back. We're here. So a lot of people have been asking me about how I made abcdefghijk, the song. And it's actually not a lot of people, it's just Max. There's not such a crazy story to this. I took this bass from GarageBand and I was just messing with it one day. Came up with this. And actually it's very simple, but I enjoy it a lot. You know, I enjoy it a lot. And it really shows you the simplest things can go a very long way. So when I heard that, I said, okay, I may need a little bit more. So I put the bass on the bass, and it came with this. And then alone, it sounds like. And then, you know, it creates what you heard. But for this one, it was at a time in the music where I wasn't really doing too much singing, and I wanted to do singing because these songs that had just come out before this were, let's see if we can find it. Go to Spotify. Right, the songs that I was dealing with were Tour of the Room songs. So these were the songs I was dealing with at the time. And then it was 2023, community college, fall of 2023. And I hadn't even made Refried yet. You know, I hadn't even gotten the bass yet. So we were coming back from vacation and I was drawing a lot of clowns. I'll show you those. I was drawing these kinds of clowns on vacation, and I made a He Said. So if anybody knows that one, it is on here, What He Said. And this is a good song. I should do a video for this too. Right, so go listen to What He Said. Made What He Said, that's why the clown is there. And then was going to community college, whatever. And the month became October, and I was just messing around with GarageBand, and I was like, yo, I need a song where I sing, right? And then I hop on this beat that you just heard, or I hop on the bass beat you heard at the beginning of the video, and I just let it go. I don't really write lyrics for this one until after I get the initial feeling out, you know? And what I mean by that is, like, you can hear this part, right?
This is what you call a stumbling rock. I've been found flop on top of man, you don't knock, and I've been...
Like, I didn't write that down, you know what I mean? I heard this beat and I approached it like, a stumbling rock, and then I would listen to it and I would say, okay, what words do I hear, you know? And whatever words I heard is what they were, and it made sense. And it's really crazy. It is a really crazy thing, but I believe that's how you know if you have it or not, you know? If you can't do that, you don't have it, and you should be something else, like an engineer or something, I think. But if you do music, you belong there. That's what you should be doing. And that's how all the lyrics for this whole song was made. And I experimented a little bit with, like, overlapping, like here, like for this.
It's all a trick. I should have known about it from the way they try to itch. I should have known about it from the way they put him on the disc. I should have known about it from the way they took it from I should have known about it. It was all a trick from the get-go. Oh, now it's time. I'm
There we go, that part. Here we go. I was okay, it was hidden. Here we go. And I think it sounds nice. It was kind of short and it was, you know, fast. But it was nice. It was nice to finally layer for once after I was being told by so many people, you gotta layer, you gotta put the echoes in your voice, you gotta do this and do that. And now I'm just starting to. But yeah, I think it was just a really good beat. It was a compelling beat to me. And it was very catchy. And it was a good experiment of, like, you know, switching the pitch. You see this pitch in the beginning and then this. So, and it kind of ends abruptly. It's a very experimental song, I think. That's what I think. It's just a very experimental song. There's not as much behind it as the other songs. Even lyric-wise, I was just saying whatever was on my head. I think it's up for everybody's own interpretation. But I think to give you maybe a better idea of what was going on in my head at the time, I will also show another song that I was working on around the same time. And this is actually, funny enough, this is when I was first making videos in YouTube last year. So when you go back and you see how I made She Wants Me or whatever, these were all made around the same time, November, October, September 2023, when I was in community college. And the next semester when I got to community college, and you know, this is a tangent. The next semester when I got to community college, let me find the video actually. I would be with Harlem and Kai in community college the next semester, in the semester, the fall semester. And we'd like just play music together, you know, like this. Yeah, crazy. Hold on, I have another one too. Yeah, this is crazy time. Crazy times, okay, really crazy times. So this is turning into a video more than ABC. This is turning into this is the era. This was like a Naugatuck Valley, oh shoot, community college era. You know, what in the world was that? But really good times. I think I have to talk about that too. Hold on. So there was the point is there was a lot of music going on in this time, but it was like transitional music because there wasn't a theme for an album yet, but it was manifesting very slowly, and it didn't manifest until I got a bass guitar in Christmas of 2023 when I got a bass guitar changed the whole scene. But before that, I was doing music like abcdefghijk, and I was doing things like Silence Collude and She Wants Me, because I was running out of ambition and creativity for the skill set and the influence and the resources that were available to me at the time. So I only had piano, I had guitar. I didn't have the bridge between them, and I feel like that was the bass. And that's why I was able to make what I made with the bass now. But before I felt like I was at a plateau or something. But this is Silence Colludes, 2023, let's say somewhere in the fall and winter.
I bet you, I bet you, I bet you, I bet you. Silence could lose like I pass him in twos hymns. Sang sung passionate moves him like a loose bin. I write my verse down on nuisance. That's what dudes did to spread word faster than old timers could consume tin. I get down with this like syndrome. Evil twins ready to ascend on all the knickknacks who slept on from 21 to then on. If them was bed songs, then it's the type of tune that's gonna have you slept for dead long. Urgent and disastrous burdens kept in attachment death. Worse is cause it happens stuff. Person filled up with magic sin that make any girl up in this world you thought could become what past his friend turned straight up into an assonant. I research organ panthers like to see no torture lanterns. Sight it be distorted every single type of course and standard. Sport and glamour. These days I turn to books for sorts of panda when I know it's only the Lord who has important answers. Specific tendencies I tend to my skills. Yet these chicken tendies be so deaf and heavy they fill me. I can't eat to gain skill cause that's what you'll lack still. But it's a problem cause what happens when we have to for real me. King Captain the Hill sings laughing and fill. Things passing the bill, swings passing the chill. Ing act like it's ill but King's task isn't real. So that's the problem with lonely. Y'all couldn't pass or fulfill me. Now time and time again I wonder why all these guys y'all be under can't one deny slumber finds those who be weak in the midst of the stage. I keep my lip on my gaze like a sun-ridden haze.
Right now, in another world, that'd be on the album. I don't know why it's not this world. But yeah, so that was like a certain era of music. So I can't just show you ABCD and be like, yeah, this is why I made it. I got to show you what was going on around the time, you know. And there's a lot of stories that was happening around the time when I was making ABC, D, E, F, J, H, I, J, K. Like, you know, there was a lot of transitional things happening in my life. It was like first year at a high school. I was not in college, and I was on homeschool a year before that. So I was like 2 years out of high school and in a new place, in a new time. You know, everybody that was dear to me was like already going off, living their lives, doing their thing, or far away. It's just a weird, really weird time. So if the songs are weird, it makes sense because that's what I was going through, you know? Not weird, but, you know, they're just like experimental. It's like, what's going on? So that is how we made ABCD. And yeah, so I don't know, there's ridiculous amounts of songs that we could go over next. But yeah, that's it.